Hello and welcome, my friends. Believe it or not, yeah, this be an update. So I figure, might as well try to destroy the world while I have this update of sorts. Because we're gonna be playing some Plague. Well, you sit back, relax, and enjoy this channel update. Let's go with the Neurax Worm. So using this Cytochrome charge, the Cytochrome surge, the AP will be very helpful. Got the arrow sight, which is fine. Darwinism, which is good too. And normal, of course. And I like to call this the random Hajile. Let's see. Starting with the UK. Well, where to start? Well, as you realized, I've been quite busy I've been quite busy these days. With family and all. And most of you guys know. But as far as this channel update is concerned, it involves a lot about the future of my channel and what I'm going to show for the months to come. So the one thing I am definitely going to show off is, well, more retro. Because as modern games go, they're alright. But I could use a break from the modern. So the one thing I am definitely, I do mean definitely going to work on a lot more, are technically a lot of retro games. So after I've done Front Mission Gun Hazard, I have a few titles I want to do. Most of them being alright in my book, and some aren't. Some okay, but for the most part, I really want to just go back to where my roots are, which are namely the 8-bit world and 16-bit world. Not quite yet. So I mean, what I like to do is I like to go back to doing Nintendo and Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, and possibly add Sega 32X to the list. I mean, you already see me do like PlayStation. I'm still doing PlayStation games. But the fact of the matter is, I like to revisit my roots, as it were. And seeing that I have been cycling through a few games in my Super Nintendo emulator, a few I found very interesting. Some in which I feel would benefit for the future of my channel. And for the most part, you know, I just want to bring something back to the table of what my channel was originally for, which is still, it is for, how should I say this, still for, you know, game awareness. Because there are a lot of old games that most people are not aware of. So, my job is to make sure this awareness gets passed around. A few titles that I want to do, aside from the modern games, I have some that are properly translated from, you know, from the original Japanese script. Like, for one, I'd like to do the westernized version of Actraiser, in which it wasn't the Master and Tanzra, but God and Satan, as it was really called in the Japanese version. To me, that's what I feel is important. I mean, to me, that's what I feel is important. You know, I really want to do more. And I've been doing a lot of modern games, and I tend to have a short attention span when it comes to something modern day. I don't really stick with it as much as I used to. But because of my hectic schedule, that also explains a lot. So technically what I want to do are just a lot of different things on my channel. Now, since April is coming up, there's going to be an April feature. April being coming up in like next week. Yeah, there's going to be a feature that I'm probably going to work on, as many other features, and it will be a modern day game. One in which I have to thank Ryu for the purchase because it was on my wish list on Steam, and I've heard some weird and wacky things about this game. I'm not going to tell you what it is because if things work out, I am probably going to do. I'm probably going to start recording parts of it. So technically, yeah, it's just going to be quite fun. Now, as for reoccurring LPs or LPs that are still in rotation, there's still Ys Origin, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Batman, Cherry Tree High Comedy Club. All those are still in rotation. Just I've been extremely busy with work, and I really haven't figured out what to do. It's just like, well, how should I go about doing this? And of course, knowing how I am, I usually just like to figure, okay, well, this is how I'm going to do this. So I figured those games are going to come back in rotation. Fata is still going to be in rotation. Dynasty Warriors 8, Extreme Legends, and Empires are going to most likely. I am going to finish Extreme Legends probably this weekend because I've already finished the Wei Jing campaign. I just need to finish the other campaign. And on top of that, well, on top of that, I just need to finish just one more mode. And that mode is the Ambition mode. And there's not much else I can actually do on that game. Because after I finish the other campaign, I don't really plan on try to get the other missions, even though you would have to do some sort of craziness just to get those missions. Because most of them are tricky to get. And plus the game can sometimes, and I do mean sometimes, be a dick. So I'm not going to try to get every stage. I'm just going to get the ones I can already unlock just by beating other stages. And then, of course, like I said, there's Empires, in which I haven't touched since. So I am, of course, going to work on that. I am going to work on Empires. Because for the life of me, I haven't touched that game since I first started. And because, I've been extremely busy, well, that explains a lot. So you can tell, it's like there's a lot on my plate. So, like I said, with things the way they are, I'm just going to fully take advantage of just using that time. Just use that time wisely, just to get the fullness of whatever time I have. And for the most part, well, The only thing I can do is just find as many games as I can do and just like, okay, there you go. But yeah, the few games that I actually have, yeah, most of them are good. Some of them are, most of them are good. Some of them are terrible. But what I do have planned, and it's coming up in May and June, because like I said, I'm personally going to move. I'm personally moving up my my usual feature up a month. So technically, I'm just simply going to make myself a lot more busier than usual. So for the most part, yeah, I feel it'll be best. It'd be best just to really just start to get to work on stuff. And I've checked, most of my Super Nintendo picks, and some just seem pretty interesting to do, while others, you might know a few favorites. So, there's that, there's that. I also want to point out that this is like my second take of my update, because the first one, well, I had far too many interruptions. I mean, I had, far too many interruptions the first time I tried doing my channel update. Technically, it was just, I kept getting, people kept knocking on my door, wanting me to do silly things. Namely, like say check the remote, check this and check that, watch them leave, watch them go, or something stupid like that. So I mean, technically, it's just been really and utterly silly. I kid you not, it has been just downright silly. People just been wanting to just get on my nerves and say, oh, you need to fix this. And there's no damn way I can fix whatever is broken, and they did it. Namely, we're talking about my family here. So, the thing here is, with everything that's going on, I want to have time to do whatever I really want to do. And since that time is coming, aside from my vacation plans, like I said, normal Let's Plays will still be in operation. I technically will just get a lot of work done. That means I have a lot of reviews I need to cover, and I know I failed this one. I don't care. We're gonna do a second round, no problem. I'm still working with this, so I'm still working with this one, so yeah, this is like my second. This is actually my second try in doing this. Because my first try when I did it, it was it was one of those kind of updates that I just wanted, it's just one of these kind of plagues that is somewhat complex, but not entirely complex. So, like I said, some of the titles that I plan to do in the far and not too far future include the original Actraiser. Not the Actraiser, not the North American release, but the original, the westernized version. I mean, that's one thing I plan to do, is just cover up on all the games that I feel I need to do because I've played them before. So, Lufia is going to be on that list. And since comic book month is coming up, I plan to do the one game that basically people have rage quitted many a time, and they whine about it, but they never finished it. Dick Tracy for the NES. I mean, I've actually done a practice run. I've actually done a practice run of the first case, and let me tell you, it is very easy to get through it. Just, I mean, the way I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat the living shit out of it, but still. I mean, it's only 5 levels. Most people say, oh, well, I don't get why. I said, have you ever, some things like the snipers, it's very easy to get rid of them. Just get out the damn car and shoot them. or getting certain clues, yeah, I'll technically just cheese the entire game. Rightfully so. And I mean rightfully so. I plan to cheese the game as it was meant to do. As I am meant to do, because why not? I mean, honestly, it's just that simple, you know. And I know it got spotted early, but I don't care. I'm just playing through it again. See how well I can just take this thing. But as I said before, I'm just trying this out. I mean, honestly, you know, it's not that I don't like doing modern day games, just they tend to get boring really fast to me. But for the most part, yeah, Dick Tracy is on that list of comic book games that I plan to do. Now, mind you, it's different from the Genesis version of Dick Tracy. Because the Game Boy and the Game Boy version and the NES version work the same way. That's the thing. It works the same way. It's probably different, just like Crystallis was for the NES and the Game Boy. But yeah, I plan to just bring out, you know, something different. Because I feel, you know, that's what it's all about on my channel. You know, doing something different, bringing a little variety into your lives as much as possible. And like I said, I will also be doing a few series reviews in the not so far future. That of the toku and animated variety. So, I can't say when, but it will be soon, though. Like I said, mainly I just need time, which I haven't had much of because I've been so busy. However, and I do mean however, I will make time. I will make time for the stuff that I do because, you know, aside from everything I've been doing, I still plan to bring you the best entertainment I can provide. But for the most part, man, it's just been crazy. It really has. It's just been, utterly crazy because, well, you can already tell. So, for the most part, yes, I am trying to... Yes, I am just forming so many ways of messing with the world. And I am. I should have been going with this. But like I said, I'm slowly learning about this new virus. And I know I've been watching a lot of Planescape Torment. And I've been saying this one line over and over in my head. Endure, and enduring grows strong. Even I've said that after I've left work. It made it like my mantra, my personal mantra, just to do, do better than I can normally do. And like I said, it's pretty fun. It's not like I don't enjoy what I do. It really is, enjoyable what I do now. And not too far off in the future, I'll be doing... I'll be involved with another project, which is not related to what I'm doing here online. And this project I'm part of, I do every year because I happen to be, a part of it. And it's a local speech meet we have at the school. And for most of the time, I usually do participate because I end up being one of the hosts there. And it's really good because, you know, I get to do the following. Just tell kids, when you're doing public speaking, don't show any fear. Just go ahead and do it. Just say what you gotta say. I mean, convince people why this is important to you. Let me take a look at this. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to say this. Okay. Abilities, right? Right, I was meant to do that. So of course I'm just trying this out again. Because this is an interesting virus, like I said. Like I said, a lot of things will be changing, but not too much. Just be bringing forth some games that probably more people haven't even heard of, or even if they had, they haven't even tried it. We'll go to abilities, start off with this. So I'm not sure if Saturn will be on the list. I still have to work a few things out before I decide to do any Saturn games. I mean, if I do, I know what I would love to work on. But if not, I'm not really worried about it. It's not no big thing. I don't have to do every console there is online, which I don't really have to. I mean, every other person is doing it. As for the time I have, I'm probably going to spend a lot more time in playing catch up with my other games. Like, if you're wondering about Lunar, well, for those who don't know why you haven't seen another part of Lunar, it's because there's a glitch and it's in a cutscene. Now I'm really at the end of disc 1. But the thing about the end of disc 1 is, with certain cutscenes, they tend to not do so well, and by way of that, I'm just basically going to see if I use a different emulator to actually bypass the glitch, because every other because it has this one thing to do with this glitch, and it involves going to the frontier. The cutscene is that the party takes the airship, flies off to the frontier, and they end up landing. They find the grindery, but they crash near the area. And it takes them to Talon Mine. I mean, that's what it is. It takes them to Talon Mine, and for the most part, that's what happens. It just goes from Talon Mine from then on. So I'm putting that on hiatus until I actually just use another emulator, play it straight through the way I did before. I'm just not going to record myself doing it, because you've already seen all the parts ahead of time. I'm just going to work myself up to, part 22. And from then on, go from there. And hopefully the emulator I use will bypass that one cutscene, so I can continue on and finish that game. Otherwise, everything else is just going to run on schedule. Like I said, probably when I get back from vacation, which is in July, it's only going to be a 2-week excursion. That's all it is. It's just going to be a 2-week excursion. I'm just going to give myself a break, because I've been going way beyond the Call of Duty for my family. Little things I've been doing around the house and on the field. My family can see that, and they know I've been working my damnedest. So I am going to give myself I'm going to excuse myself for 2 weeks, take a short break, come back, and more likely have something done. I mean, that's what I plan on doing anyway. Because I feel, after everything I've done, I should give myself a break, So that's one thing I just plan on doing. It's like those 2 weeks, I'm just going to just take my mind off things, drop, just drop whatever I'm doing, give myself a break, and in 2 weeks, everything be hunky-dory. I'll be better than I was before. Because sometimes I do need to give myself a break. I do not give myself a break. I mean, you can ask my friends that I do not give myself a break. Because I'm always doing videos. If I'm not doing videos, I'm doing something else. And, as far as my novels are concerned, well, it sort of becomes a thing. And sometimes when it becomes a thing, oh man. When it becomes a thing, oh boy. It just boggles the mind sometimes when I do these videos. Whether I win or lose, that's not important. The important thing is, you're seeing me play a game that requires strategy. On top of that, I know I'm repeating myself. My apologies if I am repeating myself. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. I also like to point out that you have not heard, Big Fatty Plus is going on a short hiatus, mainly because of family matters. So if you did not get the memo, go check out Big's channel. And he'll explain in detail why he's going to be taking a break. However, the rest of us here at RCO Industries will provide you with the best quality entertainment we can come up with. So if you like the weird and abstract, I'm usually here for that. If you want something unusual like ROM hacks per se, go to Ryu's channel, Ryu from Breath of Fire. If you're into Pokemon, go to Sheena Marie Box channel. I'm sure she'll enjoy the fact that I've sent you over there. Or if you really want something totally outrageous, go to Max channel. That man, he'll give you something outrageous. You don't have to be Jim to do that. And by George, I think I have it. It's just like playing with the bacteria virus. Just gotta keep the shit going. That's technically all you have to do, really. Just keep everything going. And have that shit hiding under the radar. Yes, keep believing. It's just another parasite. Continue to think you are safe. Because as far as I'm concerned, the entire world will be shut down. And for those who can actually catch the reference of said virus, you get a cookie. Oh, but you can't stop it from spreading now. Oh, no. As I said before, if you really want weirdness, there's also 40 Warrior, who has been busy with his job and everything, but he's still one of us. So, you know, drop on by, give him a message. And do remind him of the Aztec. Do remind him of the Aztec mission in GoldenEye, as well as saying "ooh, banana." I know it's a continuing joke we have, but you know, it's fun. We poke at each other's LPs all the time, and usually for good reason. Because, you know, we're friends like that, you know, that's how we roll. Don't think you're safe. Ain't none of y'all safe. You know, once you get used to playing this game, you kind of get a feel for just wanting to destroy the world. It's very, very soothing just to destroy the world. Sometimes in my life, as chaotic and crazy and as busy as it gets, I need to, you know, sometimes I just definitely need to just get this wanton destruction going, you know. Yes, random Hajile is controlling you. Hell's Indonesia. Get your asshole in. Curiouser and curiouser. As you can tell, no one is safe. Oh, I forgot I hadn't infected you. I like the fact that you can pinpoint things, you know. So yeah, this interesting turn of events. This interesting turn of events, this has been one interesting update. And also, it's been a real interesting month. I'm actually glad that this month is actually coming to an end, and I could possibly have more time to do what I like to do. So I have about, maybe I have practically just a few more weeks until, the break. Then as soon as we get the break, then perhaps, everything might cool down. But things happen. But I will most likely try to beat this thing off camera if I can't do it on camera. But that'll do it for my update of sorts. So until next time, I've been the Hajile of Gaming. And I'll see you next time with more videos. Until then, take care, God bless, and of course, Tenkai Muso. At least I fucked up the world proper.